Thank you for joining us at Straightforward Computing Video Files once again. And today we're going to talk about search engines, specifically Google, and how to keep yourself safe. I sent out a newsletter here recently talking about how doing searches on Google for support, such as Dell support, could actually get you in a lot of trouble with results that have false numbers to get you outside of the country. And this can be very dangerous for you, and it could be very hefty on your wallet, as I've had customers who end up with a $400 or $500 bill from these guys rather quickly, and they didn't even know about it. And the worst part is, a lot of times they'll know your credit card and information and security questions because they'll ask you all of that over the phone. During a process of paying over the phone or the internet with your credit card, and it's asking for your security question for your credit card account, this is a very bad idea. You'll know that you're in a bad site. We talk about how you need to look for HTTPS to make sure that it is a secure site. However, people can purchase those sites and still make a false site. So let's go ahead and get started. I also mentioned in the newsletter that I sent out that I use Viper Internet Security, and you'll notice up here that it says Viper Search Guard, check this website. And what it does is it'll let you know when it's a bad website. Alright, so let's do a search really quick for Dell support and see what we get. Now, when I did a Dell support search, you'll see that it says up here, Dell.com, Dell Support and Services official site, and we have a green check mark. Underneath that, where the actual web address, it says www.dell.com/support. Now, sometimes these can be spoofed, but with Viper Internet Security Search Guard, you can definitely make sure that it is green, certifying that it is a valid website. And you'll also notice where it says AD, this means that Dell is actually paying a certain fee to be on the very top search list for Dell support on Google. Recently, they had just started doing this because of misleading ads that are on Google. They had to get above them. If you go to the next one down, it says customer support for Dell. A lot of people, when they're doing this stuff, really don't dig into it, but with Viper Internet Security Search Guard, you'll notice that it has a red X. This is telling us that this site is actually a bad site to go to. These people are trying to get your money, trying to fish for information. They are not a legitimate company. If you look, it says ad. In other words, this company is paying to be on the top of the search list again. Now, if you move to the right a little bit, you'll see www.iyogi.cc/Dell support, and it even gives you their phone number. Now, take a look at that again. iyogi.com, not even a .com, .cc, iyogi.cc/Dell support. This is a non-authorized company trying to get their ad space as a Dell support. They are trying to make it at the top of the list so that you call them first. You'll notice that they give you the number. You call this number, they're going to hook you. They'll even tell you, we're going to transfer you to the tech department to the next level up, and they will pass the phone around. So please be very careful and very aware when anytime you're looking for customer support for any kind of product, that you look at the address below the top. The top heading, anybody can put any information in any heading title that they want, and then it tells you the website underneath. Alright, and it says it's a toll-free helpline, and some of these toll-free helplines will actually charge you. Alright, and it says technical support for Dell by iYogi. It's just misleading, but it does say that it is from iYogi. So let's look at gateway support. Alright, now if you look at gateway support, if you got a gateway computer, this is where you would go, and you'll notice that the very top search result, the number one, says iyogi.cc/gateway support number. Again, there's iyogi, another misleading one. And again, you'll see that the internet security, Viper Internet Security, has dubbed it as a bad website. It's checked it and it said it is red, that it is a misleading ad to try to get you to call them. Most people will take the very top number. And you'll also notice here again, quick fix by iYogi Techs. Call now. This is not Gateway. Let's try QuickBooks support. Alright. Notice that it is another paid advertisement. Support for QuickBooks. Again, www.iogibusiness.com/QuickBooks help. You see iYogi there? These guys paid to be on the top search result again. I cannot stress this enough. Please be very careful when you call these numbers. You'll even notice that the number has changed. That should scare you just a little bit. Too many people get wrapped up into this, taking the number, and not doing the research on it by looking at the actual address here. iYogi Business. iYogi. How many times are we going to see these guys? This is a business that is overseas, and they claim to be the support for everything. They'll tell you they're Dell, they'll tell you they're Microsoft, they'll tell you all these different things, so be very, very careful. Again, Viper Internet Security, I can't stress that enough. It searches and lets us know it's a red X. Don't go here. Alright, so it's an awesome utility. So let's go ahead, after we've explored all this stuff about making sure you get the proper number and the proper people. You'll even see over here on the right side, these are also ads here. You see Fix Us Now or Fix Now technical support. Recently had a customer that did that with QuickBooks and it wasn't very pretty. Alright, so be very careful. So let's go on to actually searching and how we can better our search by using strings. Now, one of the examples I'm going to use is Vikings. Alright, now if I look up Vikings, you see Vikings Sports, the Vikings Football, the official site for Minnesota Vikings. But let's say I was looking for just Vikings. If I take away football, saying leave that out of the string, so it's Vikings minus the football part, now we get Vikings for episodes, from the History Channel, Vikings TV series, Vikings Facebook. So you're going to actually find all these different Nova Online, the Vikings. Notice that it's not the Minnesota Vikings. So just by adding that minus part in my search string, I said I'm looking for Vikings, but not the football Vikings. Now let's try website edu for education purposes only and go Vikings. Now you're going to find University of Minnesota, all these different ones that are university and college level stuff for Vikings. So now we're just looking for education on just the Vikings, and we're not looking for the Vikings football team. So you'll see that my search results, they're part of the bookstore, the college, universities. See how that works just by adding the website edu. But if I changed it to .gov, now I'm going to get websites that deal with government. NASA Viking, the Vikings Education of Scotland, Viking Coastal Trail, see it says .gov. So just by putting website :gov, now we're looking for Vikings from the government websites. So that is how you can change your strings within the Google search, or any search for that matter, and we can actually make a whole string. It says website for government, and then Vikings without the football. Again, that changes our search results as NASA Viking. Cycle rides Vikings Beyond the Legend, so more information about just the original Vikings. Now, if I was looking for something like a phrase, I put it in quotes. Peanut butter cookies, end quote. Now you see how that changed my search results? Just by putting them in quotations, it keeps all these words together. If I go like that. Okay, so that was a bad example. Pardon me for that. Let's see, computer repair, end quote. Now you've got a bunch of different things on here as well. If I take this out, now it'll actually change our results. So happy searching, and please be safe and look at everything carefully when you're doing the search results. And we'll visit that one more time. There, the ad has been removed. Dang. So, happy searching. Happy searching. Happy searching. Happy searching.